Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. Shill Destroyer. It's the 5th, April the 5th. And it's 1:15 in the morning. And funny enough, I can't see the moon. And it was out last night, just a fingernail. I told you, it usually comes from that direction. Right, above this house, there's a house roof there, and it comes just to the right of it, moves its way around here. But last night it come out over that direction, right? So over that direction, now over that direction, right? I've just been outside, like walking up and down, trying to see it. Nothing quite, but you look at the sky and there's a lot, like there's this cloud, but you think, oh, there's, the cloud's clearing, but there's something deeper than cloud as well, right? Because I can't see a single star either. Usually right now I'd be able to see the brightest star, but now they've blocked the whole sky again, right? There's this dirty, hazy crap that's going on that we keep talking about, so can't see anything. I'm up so late just because I fell asleep again, right? I was so tired. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me really. I come out in this, like both my hands come out in like these, like something must have got on them that I'm allergic to or something. Because they both all come out red. I had to put a load of cream on them earlier, and they seem to have calmed down now. But I'm wondering if it's like I put some mite and flea stuff on the cats the other day, and I'm thinking maybe it's that, right, where I'm stroking the cats, and whatever that is has affected my hands, right, because I can't think of anything else. But I've been, as I said on my last video, the weekend I was not feeling too great. Today it's been better. I've not been as bad, but still just not. I don't know whether it's just my mindset or today. But I just haven't felt too great, right? But I've been feeding myself up today because again I was, started to feed myself up a little bit over the week, and then the weekend I didn't really eat, right? So then I'm feeling like, you can feel your stomach going in, right? Because you haven't eaten, because I just didn't have any appetite. And even though I don't seem to really have an appetite at all anymore, right? But when I've got something and it's there and it's ready to eat, I'll eat it, right? I kind of force it down me sometimes, right? Just to try and keep the weight up. I'm trying to keep myself going, right? Trying to give myself that energy. It's a very dull world at the moment. I'm sure for everybody out there everyone who's been through the CVs and believed it, as much as they'll put on this fake facade and pretend, everything's alright, and they'll all tell you, well, we're not the worst off, because that's what you've all got to say, innit? It don't matter if you was the worst off in the whole world, you still say, well, appreciate what you've got, right? You're never allowed to talk about, like, the real things and the real problems in the world, right? We talk about the charity, as George Michael says. He says charity, a culture twice a year, right? Which exactly, right? It makes people feel like they've done their bit, right? Just to throw in a few quid, and we point out all the money from the charities, but never solved any of the problems, right? Cancer, obviously, they got the Cancer Act, haven't they? We keep pointing it out. You're not allowed to cure cancer, but they've managed to get people to give trillions, and nobody questions where it goes, right? It's the same for them all, isn't it? This latest one is the war, of course. The UK Rains, we're giving to the UK Rainians, yeah, of course they are. They show you a couple of clips on the telly of lorries. They're going to give aid, right? That's what they say. These lorries are going to give aid. And you'll go, look, see, that's that pound I gave, or that £5 I gave at the co-op, because look, they're going to give the aid. Oh yeah, well done me. Pat myself on the back. Picture paints 1,000 words, right? They believe it all, right? The believers of the system, the believers of the religions, the believers of governments, the believers of tax, the believers of it all, right? The allowers, the ones who keep allowing it, right? Keep participating, keep pushing the shit, right? Keep pushing the evil, right? Because that's what they're doing. Everyone believing is not knowing, right? And as long as you keep believing and you're gullible enough to carry on believing, you're putting us all at risk, right? Including your own children. Simple as that, right? Including your own grandchildren. Including your own great-grandchildren and blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah, right? Because you're never going to be a part of the cure. You're always going to be a part of the problem. And I'm still like, I should be, hyped because... I've got some wheels. I've got something. Should have a profit. It's, I'm keeping myself slightly busy. Not as busy as I like to be, of course, but I'm keeping myself busy enough just to keep my mind occupied a bit on something else other than what's going on in the world, or, just sitting here bored. So, but it's the motivation, isn't it? It's again, I always talk about it, the motivation, and it's very little motivation, isn't there, to go out and do anything these days. But we have to keep just ploughing along, right? Ploughing along. Part of me, I've got no fear of death, right? I kind of sometimes hope it comes. I'm one of these people who's jealous of older people. I think, goodness, I wished I was 90. You know what I mean? I've done me time. Oh well, yeah. Right, see you all later, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, if I can get out of this, get away from this. Like, they've turned really nuts now, right? But you don't want them to beat you, do you? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, they're not beating me. I'm going to keep fighting. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep fighting. And if I go down fighting, I'm still. They might beat me in the end based on me going hungry, for example, right? But they won't force my hand, right? We just got to keep staying optimistic. That's there is a reason behind all this, and as we say, there is. You look at the sky. We pointed out the moon video. We're talking to you about the moon, the sun, the stars for a year and a half or something, right? And then we show you that moon. I mean, that should have been proof enough. I'm sure some people saw it straight away and went, whoa, right? Yeah, now we know there's something more in the sky than just the bollocks they're telling us, right? And the fact that, or I say fact, but the fact to me that this is what judgment is we're seeing right now, okay? Certainly, I figure maybe the people who are orchestrating this know that the only way you get the people to realise how bad they get is to show them, right? Because even now, if you tell everyone, if we went to war and these people come out with guns shooting each other, going, yeah, let's just shoot that man because he's wearing a different colour, armband or something, right, to me, because that's what it is, and it's just teams. They would still excuse themselves, right? They'd say, well, they were coming for me. Well, who told you that? A man. So you killed a man because a man told you something, right? Which is the base. Well, it's government. Well, that's still just a man, mate. You know what I mean? And I Putin, he's not government at the moment, is he? He's Putin, right? Hitler wasn't government. He's Hitler, right? Of course, with when it's the Americans and the English, it's the government, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just a man, right? And these people on the telly, yeah, you love them all, right? You fucking idiots, but they're just men, and they're telling you a load of lies, right? And you're going to do stupid things because of it, and we prove that, right? So even if they told them that right now, they still wouldn't. They'd still excuse themselves, right? So how bad have they got to show them to be before they'll go, shit, yeah, we are terrible, aren't we, right? I've been pointing it out, right, for a long time, how really fucking evil they are all becoming, right? And none of them will admit it, of course. None of them will admit it. They'll stick to their beliefs, they'll stick to their TVs, their screens, they'll stick to their careers, they'll stick to everything and anything but changing, right? Changing themselves and doing better for themselves so as the world can heal itself, right? As long as everybody stays the same, the world will never heal itself, right? And it's going to have to heal itself. So if people want to stay the same, they're not going to make it, are they? Because the world's going to heal itself, right? Whether you like it or not, you fucking evil bitches out there, right? If you don't like it, that's fine. You ain't going to be around to see the healing, right? Because you're part of the problem, not the solution. I keep pointing it out. So I just carry on, just trying to survive right now. Right? That's all I'm doing. I'm just surviving. I'm not interested in millionaire and what we were all brought up to believe, the dream. Yeah, we're going to be millionaires. We're going to be stars. Or I'm going to be the one that's going to be a star and all this. Yeah, I'm going to have all the money and that really is no interest to me at all, right? And that kind of life, I'm looking for simple, right? An honest day's work and a simple life, right? None of this technology crap. Don't need the latest brand new car. Not interested in any of the latest equipment, right? Tech and all that. I'm quite happy to listen to my music on a CD. That's great. It's very cheap, right? Even driving, you know me. I love my cars. I love to drive, right? But I'm just driving around going, this is boring, isn't it? It's fucking horrible. There's no enjoyment in driving anymore. There's speed humps everywhere, potholes everywhere, cameras everywhere, pigs everywhere, dickheads on the road everywhere, right? There's no enjoyment in even just going out in a car anymore. Why spend thousands and thousands and thousands on a car, right? When you can't really get out and enjoy it. Makes no sense, does it? So, even that, I'd quite, if I could stay on a nice piece of land with some good people all day and just smoke a bit of jibs, have some nice food, work together at something, that'd do me fine, right? And I'm not looking, so my goals to most people's way down here, right? Most people are like, oh no, that's such a, no, that's the best life, man. They say the best things in life are free, right? There's a good song that's another one. Best things in life are free. Very true, right? But yeah, otherwise nothing much. I'm just going to do a quickie, and I'm going to try and keep them. Some people are telling me I'm putting my videos up, but they can't upload them because they're more than 15 minutes. Because if you haven't had a YouTube video or YouTube account for that long, you can't upload longer than 15 minutes until you've got to a certain amount, right? So we'll try and keep those who are sharing these out on YouTube. We're trying to keep it below the 15 minutes so they can do, right? So I just thought I'd let you know about the moon, that it hasn't appeared, but I think that's because they've completely blocked the sky, and that's because I can't see the star either. So the sky looks, to the normal eye, they'll all go, oh no, there's just no stars or moon out tonight, that's all. But no, it's out. They blocked it all again, right? Why'd they keep blocking it? Who knows? Someone's telling me there's going to be snow again at Easter. It's going to be all boiling hot again next week. We're supposed to see this heat wave come in. It's going to be nice and sunny. Then on Easter, it's going to snow. and come on, people. You can't be stupid enough not to realise there's weather manipulation, right? It's called geoengineering. Without a shadow of doubt, we've been pointing out the aircraft spraying and all of that for many years, right? And people are still completely blind and ridiculously ignorant towards that, like they are everything, of course. But it's those that persist for the sake of a kiss that will pay. Anyway, cheers, guys. Have a good one.